How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a spectacular day. Hope that you guys had a very Merry Christmas and are looking forward to Happy New Year. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, discussing Doctor Who, The Church on Ruby Road, special number 4. And it's about an hour long. And it is obviously a Disney Plus exclusive here in 2023. And it is the introduction to Dr. 15. Alright, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I'm going to try to keep this video as short and sweet as possible. Dr. 14 was a travesty. Dr. 13 was a chain wreck. Dr. 12 was the start of a nuclear explosion. Dr. 15 seems to be all of those ideas crammed into about an hour. I understand that this was written, produced, directed, acted, and finalized when they were doing Dr. 14. But dear God, please, Russell T. Davies and everybody else that is behind writing and producing and directing this new era of Doctor Who on Disney+, please, for the love of God, quit throwing in unnecessary bullshit into the show. When I watch Doctor Who, I want to watch the Doctor go on some sort of time travel, history, alternate universe, alien threatening adventure with a companion. I do not want the continuation of the trend of pushing the woke and gay messaging of today. This show is supposed to be about looking forward to the future. If this is what I have to look forward to, I'm just going to stay in my bunker because I don't want any part of this new society that they're trying to provide for me. Doctor Who used to be a show where you could escape reality. You could have a sense of escapism, and you didn't have to deal with everything that you liked and didn't like in the world. You could just watch the show, enjoy a fun time travel adventure. Okay? Now, if for whatever reason you liked Dr. 13 and 14 and you're liking Dr. 15, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. I don't. I've already said this in past Doctor Who videos and reviews, but Doctors 9, 10, and 11, I think, did a great job giving us what we liked. Obviously, Doctors 1 through 8 were also really great. Now, somebody also mentioned to me in my Doctor Who Dr. 14 review in a comment section saying the Doctor has always been gay. Not only do I have a strong belief against that, because if that is the case, why in the world was Doctors 9, 10, and 11 never that? Because if you're gay, you don't just shut it off like a switch. Okay? That doesn't happen. There's not some sort of magical light bulb that just turns on and off whatever the show needs it to. It doesn't work like that. Either you are or you're not. In this Doctor, I thankfully isn't for now. For now. For now. But we're going to have to wait until the spring of 2024 because I'm going to watch as much as I can stomach so I can make a video letting you guys know if they finally got their heads out of their own ass and realized no one is liking this. You literally can not only look at the ratings, but you can look at the viewership and how it is going down the drain into the Atlantic Ocean and never coming back out of the sea. Okay, I know that's a terrible metaphor, but it's not. This show has sailed and it has sunk and it's never coming back to port. Okay? Unless they do some sort of episode where they just wipe the slate completely clean, where they get rid of all this stuff, whether it's subtle and hidden or it's flat out in your face saying, I'm neither. I'm both. I'm not male or female. I'm neither. I'm just both. I'm good at everything because, look at me. I'm so special. Please shoot me with a Nerf gun. This episode just continues the trend of blatant disregard for the franchise and blatant disregard for its audience that has been around for 60 plus years now. While there is a cool little musical moment, I don't care about any of the characters. I could care less who lives or dies. It is just a gigantically mediocre start to Dr. 15. And I have no hope. I have no aspirations for this show getting better. I have, honestly, not only no desire to watch this as a content creator, but no desire to watch this just as a normal human being on planet Earth. Now, if you are loving this and you're gobbling it up, I'd like to know how much, alcohol you had, because I'd like some. I can't stomach this for much longer, guys. Now, some people are probably going to put into the comments, well, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Why is it that I cannot enjoy what I have liked in the past because they're throwing in political current messaging crap into my escapism show? Why do I have to go find something else? Why is it that it's on me to have to be like, okay, well, the show's not for me anymore. I guess I won't watch it anymore. Why is it? Shows used to be able to be enjoyed by everybody. Take Lost, for example. Even if you didn't like the whole time travel concept that happened towards the last 3 seasons of the show, the whole crashing on an island, trying to survive with resources being limited, fighting for control of who's, the leader of the group, trying to make decisions, dealing with problems, whether it's some sort of random smoke monster, a polar bear, finding this bunker, whatever it was, discovering other people are living on the island. Lost, just as an example, was able to be enjoyed by everybody that watched it. It wasn't trying to push a certain political message. It wasn't trying to be, hey, look at me, I'm, a woman and I'm super strong than everybody. Everybody in that show had something to contribute. Everybody in that show had a character arc. Everybody in that show wasn't extremely one-dimensional. They weren't about trying to overtake and be the better person, except for maybe Sawyer, but even him, he got a redemption arc towards the later part of the show. But for the most part, everybody wasn't trying to be a complete jackass just because that's what they just were for no reason. There was a purpose behind everybody's motivations. And unlike Lost, Doctor Who has nothing of that nature. Nobody has a motivation for existing in this show. Nobody has a purpose for existing in this special. I don't understand what this special was supposed to be about. I didn't walk away from this special being like, I was so happy that I'm a Doctor Who fan. I literally almost fell asleep. There was nothing engaging in this entire special. Nothing. Either this was written by a 3-year-old with less brain cells than a squid, or it was written by an AI, or it was written by somebody that has no fundamental understanding of what Doctor Who and its audience want and what it should be. Somebody needs to explain to me what was the purpose of this episode. What did it do as part of the Doctor Who mythos? What did it do to the lore? What was it actually supposed to do? What was the purpose? Yes, obviously, it's the introduction episode to Dr. 15 and his new friend, Ruby. Why was it labeled a special? Why wasn't this just episode 1 of the new series? And they even want to call this series, starting in spring 2024, for Dr. 15 as Series 1. So, chronologically, now not only have they introduced all this political messaging, but now they want to strip away and pretend that everything from Doctors 1 through 14 never happened. So, kill the past, kill it if you have to, in order for you to be able to make a way for your awesome, strong, political message-driven platform of a show. If that is what Doctor Who has turned into, it is no wonder that millions upon millions of people have tuned out. And you're never going to get them back. You thought the Timeless Children episode from the Doctor 13 era was bad and really divided the fan base. Does anyone understand what Doctor 14 did in just 3 episodes? Do you understand what this special has done? Do you really think Dr. 15 going forward is actually going to bring any of those people back and keep them for long term? No. Like I said earlier in this video, the ship has sailed, it has sunk, and it's never coming back to port. Even as a ghost ship. Doctor Who, the Church on Ruby Road special, is a complete utter travesty. And it's not a very hopeful introduction to Dr. 15's era. Now, like I said earlier, I am planning to review Dr. 15. I will be watching the episodes once they drop. But if it gets to a point, and I know I'm saying this months in advance before I've even seen anything trailer-wise, footage-wise, behind the scenes, I'm saying that before I've even watched any of that stuff. If Dr. 15 goes too far and it just becomes a preaching platform for those messages, I'm not going to watch it as a consumer, and I'm not going to watch it as a content creator. I will get to a point where I'm just going to make a video saying, okay, I'm done, I can't watch any more of Dr. 15. I could care less. I'm not going to continue watching Season 2 and Season 3 of this garbage. I'll wait until Dr. 16, watch a little bit of that, see if it's actually any good and worth watching. But I doubt it. This franchise should have ended with Dr. 12. It should have. 11 if we want to be like technical, but they've come up with different lore reasons as to why this show now can just go on for an eternity, and I just don't see it actually getting to a point where it's worth it. Now, I know I said also earlier this video was going to be short, and now it's over 13 minutes long, so I'm going to end it here. Guys, I'm going to give Doctor Who, the Church on Ruby Road special, a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Like I said, if you enjoyed this special, I'm happy for you guys. If you enjoyed the past 3 specials that have been happening with Dr. 14's era, I'm happy you enjoyed them. I just didn't. And I think millions of other people out there would agree with me. Because obviously, they're not watching the show. And if you haven't watched the show and you just watched this video to find out, is Dr. 15 worth watching? I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. There's certain things I enjoyed as a Doctor Who fan that they did really well. But there's too much crap in it for me to say, yes, watch it. I can't say it's a recommendational thing. Like, if you can stomach all that garbage, then you might find a couple things worthwhile. I wouldn't want my kids to watch it. But, yeah, I'm done. 5 out of 10. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys agree or disagree? Have a great day. Bye, guys.